Hello, my little mathematicians. Today I'm going to help you get started on some of your more difficult problems for your homework. Okay, so first things first, remember that no work equals no credit. So um, if you are showing like terms, okay, like look, for instance, let's look at problem number 8, okay? So problem number 8, we have an x, and I see another like term, this 4x, okay? Well, x plus 4x is 5x, okay? Because there's an imaginary 1 here. So that's 5x. Now, our work is that I did different shapes around my different like terms. So these are like terms. And then do you see that this 3y and that negative 2y are also like terms? So I'm going to do a different shape around those ones. And be sure to include the sign with your term that you're boxing or circling, because this is not 3 plus 2, it's 3 minus 2. What is 3 minus 2? It's 1. So now you have 1y, or you could have just written it as 5x plus y, because 1y and y is the same thing. Now, when you're deciding what to write first, we like to write it in order of the alphabet, like x comes before y. So I'm going to do the term with the x first, then the term with the y. Now, if there's two letters that are the same, how you decide which one to put first is you're going to do the one that has the higher exponent first. So that would be the x squared terms. And what's 2x squared plus 5x squared? It's 7x squared. And then this is your other term, so I'm just going to tack on the plus 8x at the end. Now, I don't combine these and get like 15x squared or 15x cubed, whatever. This is my final answer, because in order to be a like term, it has to be the same letter and raised to the same power. And this has an x squared and that doesn't. So that's as far as I can go. Okay, so again, when you're deciding to write these out, whatever comes first in the alphabet, that term comes first. And then if there's two of the same letter, then you put whichever one has the highest exponent first. Okay. These ones look a little bit scary. Let's take a look. Okay. I have a k term. Do you see another k term? Yeah, right here. So what's 3 plus a half? It's 3.5. Okay. Then you have your two constants of 1/5 and 2/5. They both have the same denominator, so I'm going to keep that the same. And then you have 1 plus 2, which is 3. So you have 3.5k plus 3/5. This next one is a little bit trickier, okay? You have the like terms of y and y there. So you have 1 minus a fourth. 1 minus a fourth in order to combine the y's. Well, can you take 1/4 from nothing? No. So I need to borrow from the whole number, and then I'm going to write 1 as a fraction of the same number over itself. What number should you pick? Hopefully you said a 4/4, because we wanted them to get the same denominator, so they both have a denominator of 4, and then you just subtract the numerators. 4 minus 1 is 3, and 0 minus 0 is 0 for the whole numbers. So this becomes 3/4 for the y term. Now for the x terms, you have 1/2 minus 2/5. So 1/2 minus 2/5. Remember, when you're adding or subtracting, you need to get a common denominator. So what can 2 and 5 both become? They can both become 10. Now 5 times what is 10? 2. So do this times 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. Now 2 times what is 10? 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. Now you have the same denominator, and you can just subtract the numerators. What's 5 minus 4? It's 1. So you have plus 1/10 x. Okay. Now technically that is correct. I just don't like the way it's written, because the proper way to write it is the term with the x first and then the one with the y. Okay. That's the more proper way to write it. But yeah, that one's still right. Okay, now for the next section, 13 through 15, remember that when it asks you to find the perimeter, that's along the outside. So you're going to do x plus 8 plus 10, y plus b plus y. And so you would combine your like terms. If you have y plus b plus y, what are your like terms? You have a y and a y. Well, 1 plus 1 is 2 y's. And then you have that b term. There you go. That's as far as you can go. Now, a rectangle, what do you know about the opposite sides of a rectangle? Opposite sides are equal. So if this is y, then that's also y. Then what's this? Well, this should be the same as this, so that's 3y. So you have y's there. Ooh, and you have a y term there. So these are all actually like terms. So you have 3y and 3y, which is 6y, plus y and y, which is 2y. Well, what's 6y plus 2y? 8y. And there you go. Okay, now your job is to finish the rest. You got this. You're going to do amazing.